Boy, oh boy, it's Golden VCR time today, this morning, on Golden VCR. Hi. Don't you just love it when you leave your house for a week to go on vacation? When you come back, some of your computers don't boot and just are dead, and some of your computers suddenly are making strange buzzing noises for the first time. That's great. I gotta go test Haley's power supply with a paperclip after this stream to see if it still works. It's time for tapes. Thank you, Haley92, for reminding me. I actually forgot about the Kidsongs obligation. Kidsongs Home on the Range is a tape that we own. I was going to start with cartoons. I picked out the second of our two Noozles tapes, if anyone's interested in that. So we can start with the Noozles or we can start with Kidsongs. What are we thinking? What are we thinking, crew? Okay, Trill and Haley, famously Kidsongs lovers. Kidsongs. Okay. All right, fine. Fine. Kidsongs Home on the Range, formerly titled Sing Out America. Oh, we have double birthdays tomorrow. All right. Well, we will celebrate safety at some point. Remind me of that. For now, though, let's check out Kidsongs. It is... Wow, woo-wee. Look at all these Kidsongs that we have watched. Home on the Range. Kidsongs, music video stories, are live performances of your children's favorite songs. You know this by now. Home on the Range, deep in the heart of Texas, Turkey in the Straw, If I Had a Hammer. One of these is not like the other. Yankee Doodle Boy, America's Heroes. Oh, God, I can't wait. I can't wait to figure out which of these are original Kidsongs songs. So, away we go with Kidsongs, Home on the Range. My hair is getting to the length where it needs, you can tell that I haven't showered. I either need a haircut or a shower. Welcome to my home. We love Kidsongs.
Viewmaster Video, a leader in children's entertainment. And Warner Brothers Records, a pioneer in the music video industry, present
Pioneer,
a Together Again video production of Kidsongs.
This is at least 1986 Kidsongs, so it's pre-Biggles. Oh, this is very appropriate for the 4th of July. Look at those titles. I'm a Yankee Doodle Dandy, or the Yankee Doodle Boy. It's a patriotic song from the Broadway musical Little Johnny Jones, written by George M. Cohan, which opened in 1904. the 1942 film Yankee Doodle Dandy, which was a biopic of George M. Cohan, James Cagney sang this song. I am a Yankee Doodle boy, see? I assume that's what he sounded like. I don't think James Cagney can sound any other way, right? I Spy a Moose, thank you for the sub. And also, did you sub? I'm confused sometimes because I had to code my own. Well, I didn't have to, but I coded my own alerts for Twitch. And sometimes, like, subscription things come through.
I'm Uncle
Okay.
Sam, the spirit
Thank you
of
for
America.
subbing. Sometimes it doesn't show up in the, like, Twitch activity
Well, it's that
feed on
special
the
something
broadcast
inside
review.
Each and every one of us.
So I'm like, did I do
It's our
something?
belief
Did I
in
miscode this?
honesty, bravery, freedom, and justice.
I don't get it. Could you give us an example?
Sure. Let's take a look at some of America's heroes. They lived and breathed the American spirit.
Okay, so the spirit of America is Uncle Sam with a Texas accent.
Seasons come and seasons go, but America's heroes will live forever. When times get rough, all the memories of
Oh my God.
America's heroes will pull us through together.
What?
All of you warning that the British were coming, riding through.
I need this. I need this recorded. I can tell that this is a classic. I love it and I hate it.
Sure. Let's take a look at some of America's heroes. They lived and breathed the American spirit.
Seasons come and seasons go, but America's heroes will live forever. When times get rough, all the memories of America's heroes will pull us through together.
This is an original Kidsongs song, if you couldn't tell.
British were coming, riding through the streets of town. Never a thought of turning and running, he wouldn't let his country down. General George Washington had to win if the country was to grow. He made it through.
That looks like Kyle Mooney as George Washington.
President we all know. Seasons come, seasons go, but America's heroes will live forever. When times get rough, all the memories of America's heroes will pull us through together. Davy Crockett on the wild frontier, pushing America west.
Did Davy Crockett do anything good?
Safer, work and play, he was one of the nation's best.
I mean, Manifest Destiny is...
And 7 years ago, our fathers brought forth on this continent a new nation, conceived in liberty and dedicated to the proposition that all men are created equal.
Ray Lincoln.
Seasons come, seasons go, but America's heroes will live.
Abraham Lincoln had a special plan to let all men be free.
America's heroes will pull us through together.
Hey, good to see you and good to be back.
Pull us through together.
Well, kids, is there anything else you'd like to know about American history?
Yeah, who are the pioneers?
Well, the pioneers were folks who set out across the wilderness. They traveled in very uncomfortable conditions
Why did they do it?
to have a piece of land for them and their children.
Give me a home where the buffalo roam and the deer and the antelope.
Listen, we're not doing War of Northern Aggression today. We're doing westward expansion into lands that were
We're seldom
there
heard a discouraging
and
word, and the skies are not cloudy.
totally empty.
Home, home
Virgin Lands.
Deer and the antelope play, where seldom is heard a discouraging word, and the skies are not cloudy all day. Where the air is so pure and the zephyrs so free, and the breezes so balmy and light, that I would not exchange my home on the range.
This is so much better than the Biggles.
So bright. Home, home on the range, where the deer and the antelope play, where seldom is heard a discouraging word, and the skies are not cloudy all day. How often at night, when the heavens are bright with the light from the glittering stars, have I stood there amazed and asked as I gaze if their glory exceeds that of ours. Home, home on the range, where the deer and the antelope play.
Is it time for mod allowance for the Bella Bunny?
A discouraging word, and the skies are not cloudy all day.
I topped you up, Bella.
Uncle Sam, what came after the covered wagons?
The railroad. The railroad joined this country from coast to coast.
I've been working on the railroad all the livelong day. I've been working on the railroad just to pass the time away. Don't you hear the whistle blowing? Rise up so early in the morning. Can't you hear the captain shouting? Dinah, blow your horn. Dinah, won't you blow? Dinah, won't you blow? Dinah, won't you blow your horn? Dinah, won't you blow? Dinah, won't you blow? Dinah, won't you blow your horn?
Someone's in the kitchen with Dinah. Someone's in the kitchen, I know. Someone's in the kitchen with Dinah, strumming on the old banjo. Trill, I'm giving you some points too so that you have more than Bella again. I hope that helps.
Strumming on the old banjo.
Thank you for being mods.
Don't you hear the whistle blowing? Rise up so early in the morning.
It's a pretty good banjo.
Hear the captain shouting, Dinah, blow your horn. Someone's in the kitchen with Dinah. Someone's in the kitchen.
I mean, fun fact, I actually did not build in the ability to take points away. Because I built the Golden VCR Fun Point system like a bank ledger. Like I tried to make it a serious business, like well auditable kind of transaction log sort of thing. So I can give people can't give people bits. I can give people fun points. Oh, this is a great combination. But I can't just arbitrarily decide to take them away. They have to be spent on something. Oh, wow, Jess.
That in the pioneer days?
Yes, the men and boys would head out first to make a new home for their family.
Jess, thank you for your support.
Children would follow later.
You are much appreciated.
Alabama,
With a banjo on my knee, gone to Louisiana for my true love for to see. Oh, Susanna, oh, don't you cry for me. Well, I come from Alabama with a banjo on my knee.
rained all night the day I left. The weather, it was dry. The sun so hot, froze to death. Susanna,
8 months. Thank you for the resub, Storms.
Susanna, don't you cry for
As a reminder, sending into the resub message will give you more points. So please feel free to do that if you're a subscriber and that's come up for you.
Oh, Susanna, don't you cry for me, 'cause I come from Alabama with a banjo on my knee. 'Cause I come from Alabama with a banjo on my knee. Hey!
Strumly.
Okay, it's quiz time. What's the Empire State?
Aw,
What's the Sunshine State?
1,000 bits from Jess to celebrate Bella's birthday. Thank you so much. Oh no, they love Texas. Bella Bunny wants Sledgehammer. All right, we'll do it.
The stars at night are big and bright. Deep in the heart of Texas, the prairie sky is wide and high. Deep in the heart of Texas, the eagles fly across the sky.
Where do you mean?
Deep in the heart of Texas, the cowgirls cry, yippee-yi.
Deep in the heart of Texas. I used to, when I was in high school, I was really into Mitch Miller. Like many of my peers, I'm sure. So I learned a lot of these songs.
Deep in the heart of Texas, the rabbits rush along the brush. Deep in the heart of Texas, the sage in bloom is like perfume. Deep in the heart of Texas, reminds me of the one I love. Deep in the heart of Texas, deep in the heart of Texas, deep in the heart of Texas.
I guess they didn't have shopping
Oh
malls
shit,
here.
I've been recording this whole thing.
It was often a couple of days.
I forgot to
ride
stop
get
after
into town.
America's Heroes.
You know, shopping was a special occasion, and money was saved for necessities. Everything that could be fixed was.
Hey, paying it forward there. Bella Bunny, thank you for the 1,000 bits for a choice of song to celebrate Amaya's birthday.
There's a hole in my bucket, dear Liza, and a hole in dear Willie, you silly.
I'm gonna go ahead and
What shall I mend it, dear Liza,
open up DaVinci Resolve.
and dear Willie, you silly with the straw, but the straw is too long, dear Liza, cut the straw then, dear Willie, you silly, cut the straw with what
Okay, Sledgehammer and Steam.
dear Liza,
Will do. Will do. Thank you all.
with a knife.
Hopefully this won't cause problems. I'm just gonna cut this video during the stream real quick.
The knife is too dull, dear Liza, with the knife then, dear Willie, you silly, with the
Capture. Where is my...
knife. Will I wet it, dear Liza, with the stone then,
I don't like
dear
this song. It's pretty
Willie,
bad.
you silly,
Okay, that was only 4 gigs.
but the stone is too rough, dear Liza, smooth the stone then, dear Willie, you silly, smooth the stone.
What is this song?
Shall I smooth it, dear Liza, with water, dear Willie, you silly, with water. In what shall I carry it,
America's
dear
Heroes.
Liza, in a bucket, dear Willie, you silly, in a bucket. But there's a hole in my bucket, dear Liza, then mend it, dear Willie, you silly, mend it.
Oh, this was There's a Hole in My Bucket.
Pioneer life looks pretty rough.
I was wondering what that song was when I saw the title on the
The
back.
American settlers didn't have records or television, so they had to make their own entertainment. A new barn was always an occasion for a dance and some down-home music.
Those sad bastards didn't have Warner Brothers records. Can you imagine, children?
As I was going on down the road with a tired team and a heavy load, I cracked my whip and the leader sprung. I says, day, day, and the wagon run. Turkey in the straw, turkey in the straw. Grab your partner, take her to the floor, and we're gonna dance to turkey in the straw, turkey in the straw, turkey in the straw. Do-side-o and then seesaw and promenade to turkey in the straw. Met Mr. Catfish coming down the stream. Say, Mr. Catfish, what does you need? Caught
Okay,
Mr.
here we go.
Catfish by the snout and turned
I'm
Mr.
just rendering a video real quick while we stream, so it'll probably be fine.
Turkey in the straw. Do a do-side-o and then seesaw, then promenade to turkey in the straw. Turkey in the straw. Turkey in the straw. Swing your lady round
Silly.
some more than promenade to turkey in the straw. Came to the river and I couldn't get across. I paid $5 for an old blind horse. Wouldn't go ahead nor he wouldn't stand still, so it went up and down like an old sawmill. Turkey in the straw. Turkey in the straw. Do-side-o and then seesaw, then promenade to turkey in the straw. Turkey in the straw. Turkey in the straw. Swing your lady round some more, then promenade to turkey in the straw. Swing your lady, turkey in the straw. Up to the middle, turkey in the straw. Come back home, turkey in the straw.
The Civil War was a bitter conflict that divided this country. But it was the first step in the long and ongoing process of our different races learning to live together as brothers and sisters.
If I had a hammer,
I was concerned about how Kidsongs would address slavery, but
hammer in the evening, all over this land.
calling racial equality a long and ongoing struggle is, yeah.
I'd hammer out warning, I'd hammer out love.
pretty un-ope as far as the openess of tapes from the 80s can be.
If I had a bell, I'd ring it in the morning, I'd ring it in the evening.
This is Peter, Paul, and Mary, right? This isn't like,
This land, I'd ring out danger.
is this a folk song or did they write it?
Warning, I'd ring out love between
I guess they were folk singers.
all over this land. If I had a song, I'd sing it in the morning, sing it in the evening.
All over this land, I'd ring it in the I'd sing alone in, I'd ring out there.
My brothers and my sisters, all over this land.
You're welcome.
Well, I got a hammer, and I've got a bell, and I've got a song to sing all over this land. It's the hammer of justice, it's the bell of freedom, it's the song about love between my brothers and my sisters, all over this land.
Uncle Sam, your outfit looks like the American flag.
That's right, Junior. Do you know there have been many American flags? Betsy Ross sewed the first one, and it had just 13 stars, one for each of the colonies. As more states joined the Union, more stars were added. Now we have 50 stars, one for each state in the Union, and 13 stripes, one for each of the original colonies.
You're a grand old flag, you're a high-flying flag, and forever in peace may you wave. You're the emblem of the land I
Wait, is this another George M. Cohan?
the home of the free
Yeah.
and the brave.
We love George M. Cohan.
Heart beats true 'neath the
The
red
title of this song was originally You're a Grand Old Rag.
boast or brag.
You're a grand old rag, you're a high-flying flag.
Sins be forgot. Keep your eyes
Because that's like a rhyme instead of just saying the word flag twice.
flag. The grand old flag.
But I guess some people thought it was inappropriate to refer to the American flag as a rag. It's against the U.S. flag code.
You're a high-flying
did it. We went to the moon.
Uncle Sam, why do we celebrate July 4th?
Because it's my birthday. It's also the birthday of this country.
Happy
Today
birthday,
we won our
everyone.
independence from the British.
Uncle Sam, the party's starting. Let's go.
I'm so confused.
Oh well, I feel so good today.
Oh, the children are singing.
Just touched ground on the international runway. Took a plane back home from overseas to the USA. New York, Los Angeles, oh how I'm young for you. Detroit, Chicago, Chattanooga, Baton Rouge. For you. Got a long just to be at my home back in Old St. Louis. Did I miss the skies? Did I miss the long freeway? From the coast to California to the shores of the Delaware Bay. You can bet your life the day.
Well, yeah, they didn't boil their money on compositing the Biggles into every shot. They got costumes. The drummer is dressed like Michael Jackson from Bad for some reason. I do love that they gave the children knee pads for their rock and roll slides across the floor. Yeah, I grew up Catholic. I know the damage that can be done to your knees. Especially when you have Osgood Schlatters and you're forced to kneel anyway.
Seasons come and seasons go, but America's heroes will
Live forever. Paul Revere is still alive because America's heroes live forever.
Paul Revere warning that the British were coming, riding through the streets of town.
Yeah, that was one of the better kid songs.
He wouldn't let his country down. General George Washington had to win if the country was to grow. He made it through and he won the day.
All right. I have one of the tapes I picked out is not. Should I tell you this? Yes. It was not rewound, so I'm rewinding it.
America's heroes will live forever.
The predictions are rapidly becoming obsolete because it makes more sense for me to just make sure everything is rewound. Oh, this isn't rewound either. You know what? That's fine. We don't have to. We don't have to rewind it. We can just start halfway through.
Do you know why Kidsongs is the best kids home video series in the world? Because every tape is all about things kids love to do. Yeah,
Let me,
like riding roller coasters, joining the circus, and flying planes.
Let's see.
Flying planes? Kids don't fly
Let's
planes.
get our
In Kidsongs they do.
let's get our birthday songs in here. Which kid songs? Boy. Well, give me 1 second. Kid songs. We have watched Goodnight Sleep Tight. That's a duplicate. We apparently have not watched Very Silly Songs, Play Along Songs, Let's Play Ball, Baby Animal Songs, I Can Do It, Home on the Range. Oh well, we just watched Home on the Range.
If you're happy and you know it, make a smile.
So the oldest is 87. Let's play ball. The newest we have is 98 with the Biggles. No, thank you. All right.
Old MacDonald had a farm.
Well, anyway, it's somebody's birthday tomorrow. It's actually two people's birthdays tomorrow.
E-I-E-I-O.
Shout out to Bella Bunny and Amaya. Let's get some
Just whistle while you work.
song goes in here. Ah!
Put on that grin and
Sorry, I'm doing a lot of things at once. Let me just stop that. The tape rewinder has successfully finished rewinding the tape and started making grinding noises. What are we doing? We're doing Sledgehammer for Bella Bunny, courtesy of Seemingly Jess, and we're doing Steam for Amaya, courtesy of it was Bella Bunny herself. So let's do those two. Cool. Enjoy this while I fiddle with more tapes. Exported America's Heroes so I can delete that clip to free up 4 gigs. That's another Kidsongs down.
Going up and down, all around the bends. You could have a thunder car bumping. There's amusement never ends. I wanna be your sledgehammer. Why don't you call my name? Oh, let me be your sledgehammer. This will be my testimony. Show me round your fruitcake. 'Cause I will be your honeybee. Open up your fruitcake. Where that fruit is sweet as can be. I wanna be your sledgehammer. Why don't you call my name? You better call the sledgehammer. This will be my testimony.
Okay, I got some tapes rewinding.
Let there be no doubt about it. Sledge.
I have no. Oh my God! Raw chickens with heads. I I have not heard of Hit Parade, no. I've learned a lot about Peter Gabriel since starting this channel, though. I still have to sometimes stop and remember why exactly we love Peter Gabriel so much. I mean, like, not that there aren't great reasons to love Peter Gabriel. Just, it feels kind of arbitrary. Can you imagine an alternate history where, you know, some other 80s pop music music videos ended up in our focus, and we were instead like, yeah, I love Yes. Anyway, I have no regrets. I'm a big fan of Peter Gabriel. I'm a big fan of the leniency of his legal organization. Wow! Wow! Amazing! Speechless. I think that takes the cake. I think that's the most perfectly synced stand back we've ever had. You've peaked. God, the 3D nude Peter Gabriel twerking. Wait, you wake up every day to steam? That one wasn't bad either. Okay, I've got our next... For our next tape, we can either do Martin and Lewis, Masters of Laughter, a low-budget biography of Jerry Martin and Dean Martin and Jerry Lewis, featuring clips from their performances, or we can cruise Hawaii and Tahiti, featuring the 12 breathtaking ports of paradise. You are of course welcome to, Chase, yeah. Focus. Thank you. All right, cruise Hawaii and Tahiti, we can do that. It's gonna be. This is another one from Questar Video, out of Chicago. It's although it was produced by CVid in San Diego. This is from when? I don't know. Oh, 2003. It's from 2003 and it's 79 minutes long. So we'll see how far we get into this one. I listened to, I watched a music video for one of Peter Gabriel's newer songs, Panopticon, from his latest album the other day, and it was really good. I was happy to see that Peter Gabriel's still producing great hits. All right, thank you for those songs. Oh my God, it always does so great with the limo. Maybe not with the chair. Happy birthday. Happy 72nd birthday to our friend the Bella Bunny. Hope it's a safe one for you.
They tend to become more concerned about safety. This has certainly been true with me. And since I have already had my 72nd birthday,
hope you have a very
I
fun
am far more concerned about safety than most
birthday
people.
Tomorrow.
And I'll be good again.
You got it. My grandma's feeling good.
Oh, stop it.
And also, happy birthday to Amaya. Also, Amaya's 72nd birthday tomorrow. So please,
as people get older,
make it a safe
they tend
one.
to become more concerned about safety. This has certainly been true with me. And since I have already had my 72nd birthday, I am far more concerned about safety than most people.
Morning, Haley.
Future episodes include Bear, Crane, and Sea Turtle Adventures. Plus,
That's what I wanna be when I grow up to be a man. Woman!
That was a good insemination today.
All right, so we are ready to move on. Oh, it's Bear Woman. Berinda. 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 Ah, it's Berinda. It's great. Okay, let's move on to cruise Hawaii and Tahiti. We can... This is a longer one. We can see if we like it, or we can just, let it play, and I can go do something else, and then we can come back and watch something else. That was a good insemination today. Is a great clip. I'm really happy with the collection of stupid out of context clips that I've collected, and I really want to come up with a better way of processing them more easily and featuring them on stream. Hey, JSpook won bingo. Congrats on winning bingo. Points for you. This is Cruise Hawaii and Tahiti. Experience 12 captivating ports, 2 sides of paradise. This spectacular cruise takes you to islands in both Hawaii and the French Polynesia. You'll comb powdery white and black sand beaches, hike through lush forests, approach once mighty volcanoes, and witness waterborne adventures of every kind. You'll also experience the unexpected, probing the history and culture that makes each island and its people so unique. We got the big island of Hawaii, we got Kauai, we got Lanai, we got Maui, Molokai, Oahu, Bora Bora, Huahine, Morea, Raiatea, Rangiroa, and Tahiti. Perhaps that seems like a great opportunity to point out that we also have Welcome to Polynesia from the Polynesian Cultural Center, and Fa'a Samoa, Samoan Way from the Polynesian Cultural Center. which seem like great addenda, great compliments to this more touristy Questar tape. We'll see what we feel about, how we feel about this one. Let's get it going with, excuse me, Tahiti and Hawaii. And I want there to be a cool intro that we have not seen before. Let's just do a little double time. Get to the tape. Oh my God! Oh my God! Yes. This is from 2003. So we've seen Questar tapes before. Oh my God, this is so 2003. Cruise the world. It's PlayStation 2 as fuck.
There is a place where you can always find summer, where shimmering waterfalls cascade down hundreds of feet into crystal clear pools, where the friendly spirit of aloha will reach out and welcome you again and again. This is the place of fire and ice. This is the island of Hawaii. Although Hawaii is the youngest of the Hawaiian Islands, already she's twice as large as all of her sisters combined. Because of this size, Hawaii has earned the nickname the Big Island. Visitors can see the handiwork of mighty Pele, the goddess of the volcano, at Hawaiian Volcanoes National Park. The park, established in 1916, encompasses over 200,000 acres, from sea level all the way up to the 13,680-foot summit of Mauna Loa. From the safety of a helicopter,
stand back from that steam geyser.
Mauna Loa and Kilauea volcanoes.
This seems good. This seems chill.
Kilauea is just a bump on the side of Mauna Loa.
I'm gonna go.
It is the most active volcano in the world. If you want to get up close and personal with the lava,
can I go take a shower while I'm streaming on Twitch?
Along the many trails that crisscross the park.
Should I just not say that that's what I'm doing? Or you can
venture into the Thurston Lava Tube, a large natural tunnel that formed as lava flowed under.
Yeah, it would not be on camera. I don't know.
Just beyond the lava tube, bicycle enthusiasts will find the perfect little trail to lead them through a nearby rainforest. If seeing all of these natural wonders piques your curiosity about volcanoes, head to the Jagger Museum. You'll find many interesting exhibits on volcanology.
I already did say that I would shower.
The museum overlooks the incredible.
For a moment, I thought you were saying you already did shower on stream.
Cauldron that's nearly 2.5 miles.
And I thought, oh God, when did I do that, and how did I forget it?
Another great view into the expansive caldera is from Volcano House. Floating 4,000 feet above the Pacific, the lovely 150-year-old hotel is the oldest in the state.
When are they going to make waterproof VCRs so you can watch tapes while you shower?
Volcano Winery. The unique wines are enhanced with tropical fruits and honey farmed right on the site. Guava Chablis, anyone? Heading from Volcano to nearby Hilo, you'll notice that this side of the island receives ample rainfall, which is why everything is always lush and green. It's a botanist's dream. The Big Island is sometimes referred to as the Orchid Island. And at the Akatsuka Orchid Garden, you'll find some of the best orchids Hawaii has to offer. If you like your botanicals on
I do need to get at least
take a walk through the Hawaii
some oatmeal
Tropical
out of the
Botanical
fridge
Garden
and eat something.
with over 2,000 varieties.
Sometimes you do have to go substitute teacher mode.
and living seed bank
When you
offers
stream
you the perfect opportunity
hours and hours of
to truly
VHS
get
tapes
back to nature.
every week.
Or you can visit unusual Lava Tree State Park. In 1790, a lava flow covered the damp.
Like, what am I going to do? Sit here and be like, yes,
When
trees.
the lava cooled and hardened,
Let
the
me react
trees
to
were
that.
shrouded forever.
Whoa, tree.
They are eerie monuments to the force that formed and shaped the entire Hawaiian island
They
chain.
have lava there. Whoa.
If your tastes run more on the
I've never
side,
eaten lava, have
visit
you?
the manicured grounds of Nanimau Gardens, showcasing tropical and subtropical
I
plants.
bet it tastes bad.
In historic Hilo, you can visit the pagodas and gardens within Liliuokalani Park, built in the 1900s to honor Japanese immigrants. From the park, you'll be treated to sweeping views of Hilo Bay. Charming and ethnically diverse, the town of Hilo will enchant you. While here, visit the Lyman Museum, where you'll see exhibits on the area's natural and cultural history.
Tiny bed.
Capture some of Hilo's
People were
natural
smaller
beauty
back
at
then.
Rainbow Falls. Or grab a kayak and head down to Hilo Bay. Paddling around, you'll begin to feel a connection with an ancient, seafaring culture. From above the water, you can catch fleeting glimpses
I love the idea of
fish darting back and forth.
white middle-aged tourists
Mask and fins,
donning
join these
life
creatures in their
vests and paddling out on a
underwater
rented canoe and being like, I am connected with the
South of
spirits.
You'll find the Mauna
The
Loa
ancestors
Visitor
of this
Center and
place.
Factory. This is the main
I
processing
guess.
plant for the company that brings tasty macadamia nuts to people around the world. Be sure to pick up a few samples to take home with
This
you.
tape is really hitting, like, just
North
highlight
of
after
Hilo is
highlight.
Kaka Falls, a 420-foot
We got the Goddess Pele, we got kayaking, we got Kaka Falls, we got macadamia nuts.
Beyond the Kaka Falls is the legendary Waiapio Valley. Known as the Valley of the Kings, this was the former home of Hawaiian rulers. Beginning at a beautiful black sand beach, the valley meanders 6 miles inland. Whether you see it on foot or by horseback, by four-wheel drive or by mule-drawn carriages, you'll be able to appreciate the ephemeral beauty of this mystical paradise.
What was that one guy doing? Was he wriggling his lower body into a sleeping bag while on a horse-drawn carriage? Yeah, this is so... You can tell how 2003 this is.
Part of the Big Island, it's time to switch gears and head to Kona. Kona is on the western side of the island, protected by the trade winds blowing in from the east.
All it takes is one look at like what people
Bathed
are
in
wearing or
sunshine
at a single
year-round,
car.
Kona is the perfect
And we can be
destination
like,
for
oh,
a
this was the
vacation
80s, or
with
this was the
interesting
90s,
activities to
or this
please
was 2003.
everyone. Start your tour of Kona by strolling down Ali'i Drive, where you'll find hotels, resorts, restaurants, and lots of shopping. Those interested in Hawaiian culture can visit Hulahe'e Palace, built in the mid-19th century for vacationing Hawaiian royalty. The spirit of traditional Hawaii
I actually
still
don't
abounds
think
throughout
this is a promotional thing
as many
for a cruise
organizations
line.
have
It's just like,
undertaken
that's
to
the
carefully
format of the
preserve
tape.
ancient petroglyphs and fish
Like,
ponds.
discover these places as if you're
These
cruising
fish
them.
ponds were used
sort of like
to lure fish
the
in
railway
from the
journey
ocean,
tapes.
then trap them, showing the Hawaiian ingenuity in developing aquaculture.
But it is very...
And relax in a horse-drawn carriage as guides entertain you with stories.
Another
of
horse-drawn
Hawaiian
carriage.
history
Every Hawaiian
and
island has
ancient
horse-drawn
lore.
carriages, I guess.
Just south of Kona, in Kealakekua Bay, is a small marker honoring Captain James Cook, the famous 18th century circumnavigator. This was both his first landfall in Hawaii and his last, as angry Polynesians killed him when they realized he wasn't a god. Kealakekua Bay is a tropical paradise for nature lovers.
I love the way that was delivered.
Catamarans and sailboats bring visitors into this bay every day for sun.
I don't know, just in case, yeah. Just in case that can be something.
Cook, the famous 18th century circumnavigator. This was both his first landfall in Hawaii and his last, as angry Polynesians killed him when they realized he wasn't a god.
Cut to chubby white man jumping off boat.
Catamarans and sailboats bring visitors into this bay every day for sun and fun. Around the Cook Monument, snorkelers and divers will find myriad tropical fish.
Thank you, Darkover. Thank you. I did.
Kayakers paddling around the bay can spend some time searching for spinner dolphins and manta rays that venture.
The woman reading the voiceover, she's trying so hard.
For those that want to experience this wildlife without getting wet, consider a glass-bottom boat tour.
I don't mean that dismissively either.
Just a few miles down the road from Kealakekua.
It's not that her delivery is bad. It's just very. It has a very even level of
refuge.
An even but elevated level of effort in like trying to make it sound.
A defeated warrior could elude capture long enough to reach Honaunau. Cool. Then a priest would lead that person through a series of rituals and declare the person forgiven. Ancient
you can tell she had 79 minutes worth of copy to read.
And a 500-year-old stone wall still line the grounds.
And she just turned on her narrator voice and ran with it.
A thatched structure at one point contained the bones of rulers and chiefs. The waters surrounding Honaunau today are a place of refuge for many different kinds of marine life. This is perhaps one of the best spots to go snorkeling on the island. Look out for parrotfish.
Boy, what was it? One of our earliest
and
tapes
even the
was
Hawaiian
Hawaii.
state fish.
Broadcast 3. Broadcast 3, we watched Teach Yourself HTML, which was great. Reader's Digest Discover Hawaii.
Beyond Honaunau, you'll find
Learn to spell ABCs and Hard Hat Harry's Real Life Shuttle Adventures for Kids. Those were the
Inside
days.
are stunning frescoes painted by Father John Velge over 100 years ago. Coffee lovers, take note. On the green slopes high above Honaunau and Kealakekua Bay are farms where the world-famous Kona coffee is grown. In the coolness of these mountains, you can tour some of the farms and see how coffee beans are harvested and dried. You'll also find museums filled with artifacts of the industry and tools of the trade. Adventure seekers will have a hard time narrowing down their to-do lists. Sport fishing boats abound, taking anglers out into the deep blue sea in search of marlin, sailfish, and ahi. Equestrians can explore the island by horseback, or even on a mule ride. And hikers will never run out of places to go and things to see. Would-be cowboys might want to visit world-famous Parker Ranch, which at 225,000 acres was once the largest cattle ranch in the world.
Leilani again.
The ranch is still a working cattle farm and also has 2 historic homes that are open to visitors. Astronomers are in heaven on a visit to Hawaii, as the Big Island is home to the world's largest observatory for optical, infrared, and submillimeter astronomy. This observatory sits atop Mauna Kea, the largest mountain in the world. Mauna Kea's base is actually 17,000 feet beneath sea level. And with the summit looming almost 14,000 feet above sea level, it is taller than Mount Everest. Because of this great height, Mauna Kea, which is actually a volcano, spends part of the year covered in snow. This explains its name, which in Hawaiian means White Mountain. From mountaintop to verdant valleys and undersea wonders, you'll undoubtedly
is it spelled that way? Or is it like
on
Dorcas?
the Big Island.
Dorcas with a K is
Hawaii is a place of paradoxes. High adventure,
Lava Larry,
quiet stargazing. Modern resorts share the coastline with ancient royal retreats. You can choose to do everything, or just sit back and do nothing at all. All of this is possible when you visit the Big Island, the island of Hawaii.
Horse, bird, man, tree. That was Hawaii, the Big Island. We're now on to Kauai. There's 12
It's called the Garden Isle,
12
and
different
with good
ports that
reason.
we are visiting today.
Abundant moisture,
So that was one of
gentle
12.
trade winds and temperatures that rarely stray from the comfortable 70s create ideal growing conditions. With almost 500 inches of rain each year, the summit of Mount Waialeale is the wettest spot on Earth.
Oh, baby.
Kauai is the
I'm going
oldest
to go
of the
get
Hawaiian Islands
something
and the
to
furthest
eat real
north.
quick. Be good.
Flamboyant flowers, velvety mountains.
You know when you were in school and your
coast that
substitute
allows
teacher would put on a
buildings
tape
no
and then go
higher than
smoke a
palm
cigarette and take a
and
shower?
A population of just 50,000. Keep Kauai low-key.
The important thing is they're
lovely,
still
and
doing their job
unpretentious.
when they do that. And they come back, so it's all good. I'll be right back.
Given Kauai's beautiful outdoors, popular activities have a decided connection with nature. Chief among them is the spectacular Nepali coast on the island's far northwest side. Monumental cliffs and fluted ridges can best be explored by helicopter or by boats that follow the coves and inlets along the water's edge. Those with excellent physical stamina may opt for the rugged trek along the Kalalau Trail. Slightly less demanding hikes can be had at other spots on Kauai's North Shore. The North Shore is also the place to explore Haina wet and dry caves, and to sunbathe on Lumahai Beach, the beautiful strip of sand where Mitzi Gaynor in South Pacific washed that man right out of her hair. The tiny town of Hanalei is set on the expansive sweep of Hanalei Bay. Visitors find a number of good eateries, as well as inviting shops and an historic church. North Shore sites are put in glorious perspective at the Hanalei Valley Lookout, which offers one of the most famous views on Kauai. The patchwork of fields on the 6-mile-long valley floor is the source for most of the taro grown in Hawaii. Further along the coast, elegant Princeville Resort is known for manicured golf courses and dramatic views across Hanalei Bay to the mountain crest called Valley High. Just east of Princeville, you'll find Kilauea Lighthouse, which once guided ships traveling between the west coast of the United States and Asia. Although decommissioned in 1976, the lighthouse is now the picturesque centerpiece of a lively bird refuge. On Kauai's east side, the Fern Grotto on the Waialua River is part of Hawaii's excellent state park system. You board a comfortable riverboat for a 40-minute ride up the slow-moving Waialua to the opening of a dramatic cave draped in ferns, where you're serenaded by the romantic Hawaiian wedding song. In the same area, picturesque Opa'ika'a Falls is named for the small shrimp that lay their eggs in the rocky pools at the base of the cascade. Kauai's abundant rainfall and rich volcanic soil make it ideal for botanical gardens, and the island has some excellent ones, from Limahuli Garden and Preserve to Smith's Tropical Paradise. Here, garden lovers can enjoy more than 30 strollable acres of plants, flowers, fruit trees, and lagoons. Abundant rainfall also fills the rivers that flow down from Kauai's mountain heights. The Hanalei, Waialua, and Hulaia rivers are popular with kayakers thanks to their calm waters and lush surroundings. The Hulaia runs past the historic Menehune fish ponds and through a national wildlife refuge. South of Waialua, near the city of Lihue, tours of Kilohana offer shopping in the setting of a historic plantation mansion. Minutes away in Koloa Town, you can see the first successful sugar mill in Hawaii, which dates to 1835. This one-time plantation town has been restored with quaint storefronts and interesting restaurants. On the way, you'll pass through the tree tunnel, a fragrant canopy of immense eucalyptus. Poipu is a busy resort town on Kauai's south shore, where the palm-fringed beach is ideal for a day of swimming, beachcombing, and snorkeling. Those not into water-based entertainment can go for a bike ride or explore the scenic coast on horseback. Of course, where there are resorts, golf cannot be far away. Among Kauai's 154 holes of golf, the Kieli course at Kauai Lagoons Golf Course was the site of the 1991 PGA Grand Slam of Golf. Open to the public, the 7,070-yard par 72 course has 18 demanding holes that require dexterity in shooting over ravines. Continuing west, the landscapes reflect the hotter temperatures of the leeward coast. It was here that British Captain James Cook first landed in Hawaii in 1778, and that an errant adventurer later tried to claim the island for Russia. Waimea Canyon, 10 miles long and 3,500 feet deep, is dramatically carved into the island's west side. It was described by Mark Twain as the Grand Canyon of the Pacific and is one of Kauai's scenic showpieces. You can hike into its shadowy depths or admire its rainbow-colored walls from lookout points along the rim. From the Kalalau lookout, there are bird's-eye views of the Nepali coast, and we've come full circle on the Garden Isle. When exploring Kauai, you immediately become part of the rhythm of nature. Spectacular scenery that encourages lingering. Water sports like kayaking and snorkeling in inviting warm waters. Getting acquainted with the fragrances of exotic plants and flowers. It's all part of the unique experience that only this lush corner of Hawaii can provide. Lanai's nickname of Pineapple Island may need some revision as the island throws out the welcome mat to luxury-minded vacationers in place of plantation workers. Bought by James Dole of Dole Pineapple fame in 1922, the island was the largest pineapple plantation in the world until market forces brought about a change in the 1990s. Now, 2 upscale resorts offer creature comforts and fun-filled activities to those who visit this second smallest of the Hawaiian Islands. To fully appreciate the attractions of Lanai, you'll need to make the acquaintance of a Jeep. Only about 30 miles of paved road exist, so many beaches, trails, and landmarks can be reached only along the red clay roads that crisscross Lanai. Excellent maps come with every rental vehicle, and the rental companies post frequent updates on which roads and trails are accessible that day. There are daily flights into Lanai and several daily boat crossings from Lahaina on Maui. Those arrive at the Manele Bay Harbor, a 10-minute drive from Lanai City. This is the only town on the island and was the center of plantation life for decades. Neat, colorful homes proceed on a grid from the central square, which is lined with Norfolk pines and quaint buildings. Head north of town and you quickly come to the Lodge at Koele, one of the 2 luxurious resorts that have earned a world-famous reputation for elegance. Go horseback riding or shooting at the beautifully designed course that offers a challenge to all manner of marksmen. Turn onto the Polehua Trail to reach the Garden of the Gods. This eerie scattering of volcanic boulders and pinnacles is the legendary haunt of warrior spirits. Near the Garden of the Gods, you can take a self-guided walk to examine the indigenous vegetation. Lanai has some of the last remaining stands of native trees and shrubs, and the Nature Conservancy preserves hundreds of acres of this precious resource. Most of Lanai's shoreline is rugged and windswept. The west coast is lined with dramatic cliffs. On the north shore, there are excellent views of both Maui and Molokai. But the channels between the islands are treacherous, so these beaches come under the category of look, but don't swim. A notable exception to this safety rule is Hulapoi Bay. Hugging the southeastern shore of the island, it's a superb spot for swimming and snorkeling. Thanks to its status as a marine conservation area, some consider this among the best snorkel and dive sites in the world. Overlooking this inviting stretch of sand is the other upscale resort found on Lanai, the Manele Bay Hotel. Between Hulapoi Bay and Lanai City is the broad sweep of the Palawai Basin. This was where millions upon millions of pineapples were once cultivated. But before Dole, there were, of course, the native Hawaiians, and faint traces of that culture can be seen at the Luahiwa petroglyphs. From ancient carvings to contemporary pleasures, there are unusual attractions on the little island of Lanai. Wispy strands of Norfolk pines trace the ridge of mountains that looks down on the Palawai Basin and the timeless town of Lanai City. As this island transitions from pineapple plantation to plantation hospitality, Lanai provides a unique glimpse at the Hawaiian spirit. Have you ever dreamed of a sunrise in the house of the sun? How about floating through a rainbow of tropical fish? Or watching the sun melt into a sea of turquoise? Then come visit Maui, and soon you'll understand why locals say Maui no ka oi. Maui is the best.
Hello. Keep in mind that I may leave again, so for your prediction, you may want to decide
the second largest of the Hawaiian Islands, Maui
whether you meant Alex is going to take a shower
early on to erupting volcanoes
before he comes back,
and West Maui. Continued
in which case the answer is no, or if you meant Alex is going to take a shower at some point during the stream, in which case we don't know.
Today, the extinct
we don't know. There's no way of knowing.
All that's left of the ancient volcano that formed West Maui.
Okay.
Haleakala in the east, however, lies dormant. Both volcanoes stand as timeless reminders of Maui's fiery beginnings. Haleakala means House of the Sun, and there's no better place to watch the sun rise up from the east. Its highest point is over 10,000 feet above sea level, and 3,000 feet below the summit is Haleakala's crater. Large enough to contain the island of Manhattan, it evokes images of a lunar landscape. Despite this harsh environment, this is one of only 2 places on Earth where the rare silver sword grows. On Haleakala's southwestern slopes, the rolling hills and cool air of Maui's upcountry beckon travelers to explore a different side of Hawaii. Botanical gardens flourish in the rich volcanic soil, as do the vineyards of Tedeschi Winery. Come have a taste of pineapple wine or other tempting samples. One of the more exhilarating ways to experience Haleakala is through a sunrise bike tour.
I was trying to figure out why my
After the first golden rays of the sun
and it's
peek above
because
the
Wasabi
horizon,
Milkshake is
you'll
out of
begin
points.
your downward descent. Although it's almost 40 miles from summit to ocean, you'll only pedal for about 300 yards. The rest of the way you'll be flying down the road, hugging the curves in an experience you'll never forget. After your biking adventure, how about a driving adventure along the legendary Road to Hana?
One of the
it's only 53 miles.
I mean, there are a number of reasons why channel points are like their own separate
road
thing.
Has over 600 curves and
I think
54
Twitch
single-lane
wants
bridges.
them to be
You'll encounter magnificent
contained in the
waterfalls
system
and
that
lush
Twitch has for them.
rainforests.
But also,
Hanatown exudes
the fun
the
points
charm
can be
of old
used
Hawaii.
for
And
ghosts
just
and
another
friends,
10
each of
miles
which
or so
does cost a
beyond
small
Hana
amount of
is
actual
famous
money.
Ohio Gulch.
which is why
Nestled among bamboo and wild orchids
like channel
are
points.
a series of waterfalls.
Channel points are kind of an uncontrollable
play.
currency that can balloon, and it's kind of like not
Just beyond these
tied to
7
any real
sacred pools
value.
is a tiny church whose graveyard is the final resting place.
Fun points, I should reiterate, also have no monetary value.
Connecting Haleakala and East Maui.
Fun points are not a real currency. They have no value. They are not transferable.
In this valley, you can hike past silvery streams and emerald ferns and marvel at the unique Iau needle.
But when I give you fun points,
soaring straight into the sky.
You know, if I give someone 10,000 fun points, that's like giving them the ability to take a couple bucks out of my bank account.
Scent of tropical flowers wafts in the air.
So I can't just
pineapple, banana, and macadamia nut. In this
there do have to be controls on how fun points are generated.
One of Maui's most famous destinations is the alluring resort town of Kaanapali, home of championship golf courses, world-famous resorts, and romantic beaches. You're sure to find something to please as you soak up a little sun and lots of fun. While in Kaanapali, don't forget to visit the shops and cafes of Whalers Village. The village is home to the Whalers Museum, showcasing artifacts and remnants of Maui's historic whaling industry. Nowhere on the island do Maui's historical past and lively present melt together as they do in Old Lahaina town. It once served as capital of Kamehameha's kingdom. Today, it's a National Historic Site and home to much of Maui's most interesting heritage. The coral and stone Baldwin House, built in the 1830s for missionary and physician Dwight Baldwin, has been carefully restored to transport visitors back to the 19th century. The Carthaginian, too, is a living museum and tribute to the tall ships that sailed into Lahaina's harbors in the 19th century and made this the world's whaling capital. Ready to get wet? Maui is a surfer's paradise. On the north shore of the island, when conditions are just right, monster waves pound the shore. At Hukaipa Beach, you'll spot some of the world's best surfers at the top of their game. Not quite up to the challenge? Even beginners can find just the right break. Much of Maui's magic can be found beneath the waves as well. Because many of the reefs around Maui have been designated as marine sanctuaries, the sea teems with creatures great and small. You'll see every color of the rainbow as you navigate through underwater parks and preserves, and you'll delight in the seemingly endless visibility. If you're interested in the denizens of the deep, but aren't quite ready for a face-to-face encounter, visit the Maui Ocean Center. The center boasts over 60 interactive exhibits featuring Hawaii's rich marine habitats. Another way to experience Maui's sea life without getting wet is to step aboard the famous Atlantis submarine. Sit back in air-conditioned comfort and watch the secrets of the underwater world unfold before your eyes.
Do they drive that thing down to the wreck of the Titanic ever?
You can also take a whale-watching cruise and search for the gentle giant of the sea, the great humpback whale. As the sun melts into the western sky, grab your lei and head for the nearest luau for great food and great fun as you get into the spirit of aloha. Ancient culture, true romance, thrilling adventure, and stunning beauty. Come find your own little slice of paradise here on the Valley Isle, the island of Maui. Soon you too will be saying, Maui no ka'oi. Maui is the best.
Jesus. we're on to Molokai, which...
The friendly Isle of Molokai
Number 5?
offers up a world of beauty and charm.
I am eating
In
reheated
the west
steel
are
cuttles
the open
with dried
spaces of the
cherries.
Molokai Ranch and expansive beaches backed by dunes. The southern coast is garlanded by ancient fish ponds and protected by offshore reefs. The eastern side of the island has lush rainforested valleys where endemic plants and animals survive.
This background track has that Mother
And
3 bass.
in the north, nature is showcased by spectacular sea cliffs, while history lives on at what was once an outpost of isolation and despair. From any corner of the compass, Molokai is an enchanting gem of an island. Molokai was the place chosen by King Kamehameha V to banish anyone suffering from leprosy. The peninsula of Kalaupapa was cut off from topside Molokai by the world's tallest sea cliffs and was isolated from the rest of the Hawaiian Islands by turbulent sea. Here, at the village of Kalawao, a Belgian priest arrived in 1873.
We learned about this in Broadcast 3.
Father Damien spent the rest of his life tending to the spiritual, medical, and
They had like an
practical
interview
needs
with
of the banished
one of the
victims of
interpretive dudes
leprosy,
at the
now called
Leprosy Museum.
Hansen's disease. In 1889, just before his own death from leprosy, Father Damien was joined by Mother Marianne Cope, who came to care for the colony's women. Once Hansen's disease was found to be treatable with sulfone drugs, those living at Kalaupapa were allowed to leave the peninsula. Many, however, chose to remain in the only home they had ever known. Today, visitors to the colony do so by permission, and the entire peninsula is now a national park. You can arrange flights in and out, ride a mule down the zigzag trail, or hike the steep route. While Father Damien is on the path to sainthood because of his selfless devotion to those banished victims of Hansen's disease, he also took his ministry topside. There he built 4 churches, 2 of which survive. The spiritual legacy of Father Damien is a fitting follow-up to pre-contact days on Molokai, when it was considered a place of intense prayer.
Father Damien was canonized
The kahuna, or priests
in
of this
October
island,
2009 by
were
Pope
believed
Benedict
to be the
XVI.
most powerful in Hawaii, and it was on Molokai that the ritual of hula was born.
That means he's
At Halawa Bay,
officially a
island royalty
Catholic
practiced
saint.
the sport of surfing, and a native son, Prince Lot, took the name Kamehameha V when
Which
he
is a
became
complicated
king of
thing
Hawaii.
that has had lots
This
of
grove
weird
of coconut trees was planted by him
things about
and is faced by the
miracles
quaint
and things
church
pursuant to
row,
it. Like, it's a very complicated
testament
legal
to
process.
missionary zeal to bring Christianity to
Catholic
Molokai.
canon law. But it basically just means the Catholic Church, nowadays it means the Catholic Church thinks you were great.
The main town of Kaunakakai lies just up the street from the main wharf on Molokai's south shore. It is delightfully old-fashioned, and residents get along perfectly well without traffic lights or shopping malls. That's not to say there's no good shopping, however.
There do still have to
crafters
be,
showcase their creations at a gallery in town.
like, you're beatified after you die, which you become
Central
blessed
Valley of
whoever.
Molokai was once
and then
given
if you,
over to the
in order to become
cultivation of
saint whoever, there has
When
to
the
be
bottom fell out of that market,
miracles that are
enterprising
attributable to
locals
you
turned to
after
other
your
crops,
death.
including macadamia nuts and coffee.
And like,
These make tasty keepsakes.
in the
of
Middle
friendly
Ages, it
isle.
was pretty easy to have
The
a couple
western
miracles.
shores of Molokai have some spectacular beaches.
Nowadays, it's a little
This
harder
part
to
of the island is the
prove
domain of the Molokai Ranch,
or to really articulate
private
what a
company that
miracle
was originally
is
created by
supposed to
King
be.
Kamehameha V. The little town of Mauna Loa was originally built as housing for those who
But, like,
worked the pineapple plantations.
It's the Catholic Church's
Now it's the
thing,
big
so they
city for
they get to
visitors
decide.
staying
Yeah,
out
that's a
west.
miracle.
West, east, south, and north. You'll find fascinating heritage and a warm welcome in any corner of Molokai. Molokai is a place of subtle appeal. Locals are quick to point out that more than half of the visitors to their island come from neighboring Hawaiian islands. Everyone who experiences Molokai is touched forever by the peaceful allure of the friendly island. Oahu is the most famous of the Hawaiian islands, thanks to its historic heritage, world-renowned beaches, and capital city of Honolulu. The second oldest island of the Hawaiian archipelago is made up of 2 volcanoes, and its most recognizable landmark is an extinct volcanic
Yeah,
crater.
I remember hearing about that guy.
Millions
I don't know
of
anything
years
about
of
his story.
volcanic activity
I just heard
have
the news
sculpted
headline that
deep
the first
valleys, sheer cliffs,
we were
and
on our way to having the
112 miles
first.
of dramatic coastline. With
Oh yeah,
so
he
much
was
scenic
canonized.
appeal, it's no wonder
He became the first millennial
Oahu is
saint.
known as the gathering place. Oahu's #1 visitor attraction commemorates the day when Hawaii's history became America's history. On December 7, 1941, the Japanese attacked Pearl Harbor and sank the USS Arizona. Sculpted by Austrian POW Alfred Preis, the Arizona Memorial spans the sunken battleship. Beneath the feet of visitors, 1,100 Navymen and Marines lie entombed in the hull. Within sight of the Arizona Memorial lies the USS Missouri. During a self-guided tour of the mighty Mo, you can catch a glimpse of its massive armaments, peer into officers' and enlisted men's quarters, and walk the deck where General Douglas MacArthur accepted the Japanese surrender on September 2nd, 1945. The military legacy commemorated at Pearl Harbor is just one facet of Oahu's multifaceted appeal. Head to Honolulu to discover the island's Polynesian past.
Past, eh?
Iolani Palace was built for King Kalakaua in 1882 and served as a royal residence until Queen Liliuokalani was overthrown in 1893. Magnificent chandeliers, Corinthian columns, and European grandeur adorn the only royal palace in the U.S. Just around the corner are the buildings at the Mission Houses Museum, including the oldest wooden structure in Hawaii. Adjacent to these historic homes is Kauai'ahau Church. It is sometimes referred to as the Westminster Abbey of Hawaii because the coronations and funerals of kings and queens were once conducted here. For an in-depth perspective on Polynesian anthropology and culture, visit the Bishop Museum. It was founded by Charles Bishop, husband of Bernice Pauahi, the last direct descendant of Kamehameha I. The museum contains one of the world's finest collections of Hawaiiana artifacts, hula exhibits, featherworks, and costumes. Heading out of Honolulu on the scenic Pali Highway leads you to the simple hideaway of Queen Emma, wife of King Kamehameha IV. You can view the Queen's personal artifacts, the beautiful palace, and the neoclassical gardens. High above the city streets is Punch
How are
Bowl
y'all
Crater,
feeling, by the way,
which
about this tape?
encompasses
We're
the
at
National Memorial Cemetery of the Pacific.
42 minutes, and it's,
In this
I
sacred
think, good every once in a while to just have
military heroes lie at
have a
rest
chill tape that we
amidst
enjoy
a setting
in its
that
entirety.
commemorates their sacrifice. Even further up into the Ko'olau Mountains is another splendid viewpoint.
We don't have to think too
Pali
hard about it.
Lookout.
We got so many
It
tapes.
provides panoramic vistas of the island's north shore.
Okay, well, I'm gonna
Nowhere is more legendary
go
among
for a
surfers
minute.
than Oahu's north shore.
I have to go do some things that my body
Turquoise
requires me
waters,
to do.
White sandy beaches, and 30-foot waves make
don't need to
Bonsai
explain it
Pipeline
to
and
you.
Waimea Bay the most famous surf
Respectfully.
spots in the world.
Respectfully, I don't need
Nearby
to. I don't
Waimea
need to
Falls Park
describe
is a
what it
verdant
is.
setting for traditional gardens,
It was.
hula ceremonies,
It was very cute when we were
and
in
cascading waterfalls.
Wisconsin. we spent a lot of time
Round the
entertaining
northernmost
Haley's,
point of
Haley's
Oahu to discover
nephew, our
the
nephew,
Polynesian Cultural Center.
who is 3.
This impressive facility began as an
And
experiment.
he was really glued to me. He really wanted me to spend a lot of time with him, so I was like outside playing with him all the time.
Villages include Hawaii,
And then
Samoa, Fiji.
I needed to go. I needed to
and
get
New
away to use the bathroom, and I'm like, I'm going inside. I'll be right
Explore
back.
these
And he's
villages
like,
on
I'll
your
go
own
too.
And
Because
marvel
he's
at the majestic
at the point where he just like
pageant
wants
of the long
company
boats.
all the time. And I was like, well,
Continuing on
okay,
a
but I'm gonna
southeast
go.
route
I'm gonna
brings
pee.
travelers past
And
Sandy
he was like,
Beach,
I'll go in and watch you pee.
Halona Blowhole,
And I was like, nope, I do that by
and
myself, buddy.
spectacular
But you
Hanauma
can
Bay.
wait outside.
This legally protected underwater park
Children
has
are just so
become the
innocent.
island's premier spot for snorkeling, diving.
And you don't have to make a big deal out of it. It's just kind of a matter-of-fact thing. Like, no,
If
that's
you'd like
not
to
it.
acquaint
That's not
yourself
it,
with
man.
local marine life in a more controlled environment,
You don't have to shame him
then
for it.
head over to
but-
Sea Life Park. You'll find amazing displays of marine animals
he doesn't-
and a
he's
variety
not,
of
you know.
shows with trained sea lions,
Yeah,
dolphins,
anyway.
and penguins. The most impressive feature is the Hawaiian Reef Tank, a 30,000
Anyway, I'm gonna go somewhere, and I'll be back in
containing more than
a
2,000
little bit,
specimens
just a short
of
time.
the island's rich marine life. The signature landmark of Oahu is stunning Diamond Head Crater. Formed after a volcanic eruption over 100,000 years ago and rising 761 feet, this tough cone has a trail that leads you to the rim of the crater, where you can view Oahu's southeast corner. Then, catch your breath and head back to the most famous beach in Hawaii. Waikiki was a royal playground for Hawaiian nobility before it became the glass and concrete shrine to shopping that it is now. Thanks to a superb stretch of beach, Waikiki does manage to retain the surf and sand appeal of its former life, while accommodating the elegant resorts and upscale boutiques that now line the streets. You can do it all in Waikiki, from riding a submarine to learning to surf. From a romantic seaside stroll to high-energy luau. Power shopping and serious sunning are also on the agenda during a stay at Hawaii's #1 resort location. To experience the white sandy beaches, high-rise hotels, the memorials to heroes' sacrifice, and the encircling scenic splendor is to discover the never-ending magic of Oahu. Oahu's appeal derives from its successful combining of cosmopolitan city life, Polynesian customs and culture, and endless beach activities. Together they create a vibrant dynamic that is the gathering place. Bora Bora is one of the most famous islands in the world, and once you've seen it, you'll understand why this scenic destination is revered for its incredible beauty and mystical allure. A place where you can experience adventure as well as relaxation. Bora Bora will make your travel dreams come true. The lagoon is Bora Bora's main attraction. One look at its crystal clear blue and turquoise waters, and you understand why. The lagoon is 3 times the size of the island itself and features a wide variety of water-related activities. Swimming, diving, and snorkeling are some of the favorites here, and the lagoon's inviting waters are a treat for all. You won't want to miss the stingray encounter, where you can swim with and even touch these gentle creatures. For the more adventurous, swimming with sharks is also an option. This is a fun and totally safe opportunity to see nature's perfect predator up close and personal. A glass-bottom boat provides the chance to observe the beauty of Bora Bora marine life from a more sedate environment. Glide gently over exotic coral and fish as your local experts provide commentary during this fun and interesting journey. Want to get a bird's eye view of the island? Then take flight on a parasailing adventure. You'll soar up to 600 feet above the water as you take in the beauty of Bora Bora and the surrounding lagoon from a truly unique perspective. Once you make it back down to terra firma, you might want to check out some of the island's historic offerings. During World War II, Bora Bora was considered a strategic location, and the U.S. placed guns here as part of Operation Bobcat. Now the guns stand as reminders of the conflict and are a popular attraction for tourists. Some of them are easy to find, but for others you'll need a local guide to help you. An overall tour of the island is highly recommended, and what better way to see the sights than in a four-wheel drive? Some trips include breathtaking views of the island and the lagoon, tropical plantations, as well as stops at ancient Polynesian temples called maraes. If you're more interested in a four-legged ride than you are in a four-wheel drive, then consider taking a horseback ride along the island's white sand beaches. You'll enjoy picturesque views of Raiatea and other surrounding islands. Moonlight rides are also available for the more romantic at heart. In addition to all the fun activities and attractions on the island, Bora Bora also offers a variety of first-class resorts where you can be pampered, waited on, and basically have your every whim catered to. All feature incredible views, impeccable service, and non-stop entertainment. When you're ready to head into town, you'll have no trouble finding it. Vaitape is the only town on the island. And no trip would be complete without a stop at Bloody Mary's, Bora Bora's most famous bar and restaurant. Of course, it's the beauty of Bora Bora that serves as the main attraction. The offshore motu and coral reef form a protective necklace around the island and its crystal blue lagoon. In the center of the island, majestic Mount Otamanu and Mount Bahia dominate the view. These two towering volcanic peaks are often shrouded in white clouds, giving them a mysterious and almost mythical quality. You'll find yourself marveling at the beauty and natural wonder of this Polynesian paradise, an allure that prompted author James Michener to call Bora Bora the most beautiful island in the world. Sensational sunsets, spectacular swimming, and tropical splendor await the traveler in search of the perfect island getaway. Bora Bora is destined to be your travel dream come true. Wise travelers have long known about the islands that make up French Polynesia, but Huahine is something special. Lesser known and traveled than some of her sister islands, Huahine is called the Garden Island, thanks to its abundance of lush green foliage and wild jungle-like scenery. This tropical paradise offers visitors lucky enough to discover it a relaxing, stress-free environment where they can experience a traditional Polynesian way of life. One of the first things you notice about Huahine are the incredible white sand beaches. The clean, clear water and calm conditions of the lagoon are inviting for swimming, diving, and snorkeling, which might be the overall favorite activity on the island. If you're not feeling like getting wet, a ride on a glass-bottom boat gives you the chance to enjoy all the beauty of Huahine marine life while staying dry. Glide gently over exotic coral and colorful fish while relaxing on board during this fun and informative outing. History hounds in search of ancient archaeological sites might want to visit the village of Maeva. The marae, or temple, was a sacred meeting area. and the Maeva Marae is one of the largest and best preserved in the Society Islands. These lithic monuments rise from the ground like a Polynesian version of Stonehenge. Marae Manunu is another impressive site, and is one of Huahine's most renowned Marae monoliths. Restored in 1933, the sacred stone is a curious rectangular shape and measures nearly 100 feet long. For a taste of historic Polynesian culture, a visit to the ancient fish traps at Lake Whanaunui is in order. Set hundreds of years ago for the royal family, these traps are unique in Huahine. Even today, tradition dictates that only descendants of the Tahitian royal family may remove fish from the traps. Mythology is a big part of Polynesian life, and this is well illustrated in the story of the sacred eels. Legend has it that many years ago, an eel married a beautiful maiden, and the island's residents are the descendants of this unusual marriage. Whether or not the legend is true, the eels are a sight to behold. Their eyes are a cold blue translucent color, but these sacred eels are harmless and only interested in feeding on the sacred mackerel offered by visitors. While many people are perfectly passionate about chocolate, vanilla remains the world's favorite flavor. Huahine offers you the chance to see how these plants are cultivated and harvested. Vanilla plants, which are actually a form of orchid, still must be hand-pollinated. An industrious worker can pollinate up to 2,000 flowers a day. Be sure to take a tour of these interesting plantations, and don't forget to purchase some of what locals call Tahitian gold. Ever wonder how they make a black pearl? You can find out at the Black Pearl Farm, where you'll get to follow the process from cultivation to harvest. When you're through, you'll have a chance to select a wide variety of pearl products at excellent prices. And after all, what would a vacation be without a little shopping? Whether in a group or on your own, exploring Huahine is an adventure of sublime pleasures. Take a horseback ride through the valleys, or if you're feeling romantic, ride down the beach and enjoy a spectacular sunset. Prefer to blaze your own trail? 4x4 vehicles are available and are sometimes the only way to the more remote places on the island. The journey is well worth it, and the local guides provide an educational and very entertaining trip. Wherever your journeys take you during your visit to Huahine, you're certain to be treated to spectacular scenery, interesting places, and a friendly welcome. With her breathtaking views and laid-back atmosphere, Huahine is a truly special place. A place where you can leave your cares behind and experience the authentic Polynesian way of life. Huahine is a South Pacific jewel to be discovered by the lucky few. Many people consider Moorea the most beautiful place on Earth. It's conjectured that James Michener based his mythical Bali High on this lovely island, Tahiti's close neighbor, but worlds away in personality. Although there is much to do, the overwhelming reason to visit Moorea is its stunningly beautiful scenery. The island is serrated with picturesque peaks that swoop into shadowed valleys. Its white and black sand beaches are surrounded by translucent green lagoons with a sapphire sea just beyond. Its shoreline, dimpled by Oponuhu Bay and Cook's Bay, is ideal for beach walks and shell gathering. Its trademark Muaroa Mountain, also called Bali High Mountain, is the quintessential snapshot memory of a place of unsurpassed beauty.
I don't think there was a second prediction. But just in case you want to know,
As expected of an island, some of the best things to do on Moorea
I took
are
my
connected
shirt
to the
off
sea.
and splashed cold water
You
on
can
my
get close
face
to
in the
ocean's
sink.
fascinating mammals.
Does
and
that count as a shower? I would say
private
no.
lagoon, and become involved with interactive games, learning about what you can do to help dolphins everywhere.
The shirt was only off so I wouldn't get water on it.
A unique ecological tour conducted by Dr. Michael
I didn't scrub my upper
a
body
different
or
look
anything.
at sea life. As you bob quietly in a comfortable small boat just inside protected reefs, marine life comes to you. It's quite possible that a resident pod of spinner dolphins will approach within touching distance. Scuba divers and snorkelers vote Moorea a prime dive site for its warm, clear lagoon waters as well as the open waters of the deep sea. Several shark species, manta rays, giant sea turtles, humpback whales, moray eels, along with countless smaller fish, provide a colorful, never-ending underwater parade. Moorea's inland areas are a fascinating contrast to its beaches. Joining a 4x4 safari to historical and ecological sites in the Oponuhu Valley is a good way to get acquainted with the marais. These ancient temples were part of a complex Polynesian social system. The valley, once teeming with people, is now mostly agricultural, with pineapple replacing vanilla as a principal crop. Rising above the valley is Mount Rotui, which divides Cook's Bay and Oponuhu Bay, and provides spectacular views of the two bodies of water. Here you'll find one of the valley's finest vista points, Belvedere Lookout. So dramatic that it was part of the setting for the 1984 movie The Bounty, starring Mel Gibson. Near Belvedere is a well-restored marae with shrines for the gods and a platform for archery competition. Another spectacular overlook is Ia-Ora Lookout, above the Hotel Sofitel. It has dramatic views of Tahiti to the east, rising majestically from the sea. The beach here is among the best on the island. A few kilometers past the road to the Oponuhu Valley, in the village of Papatoai, an unusual octagonal church is the oldest European building in use in the South Pacific. The London Missionary Society built it in 1811 on the site of an ancient marae. All that remains of the Polynesian temple is a slim monolith outside the church. St. Joseph's Catholic Church sits on the west side of Cook's Bay. And on a route that circles the island are yet more reminders of missionary days. To see how past Polynesians filled their daily lives, you can make a stop at the Tiki Theatre Village, a cultural center consisting of authentically constructed thatched huts. It provides a representation of what a Polynesian village looked like in Captain Cook's day. The heritage of the past mingles easily with the lifestyles of the present to make Moorea a graciously welcoming island. Whether you're touring a shadowy valley, discovering ancient ruins, luxuriating in warm sea waters, or simply sipping a cool drink, you can be assured that the backdrop will be one of unmatched beauty. Whether captured on film or simply in the mind's eye, the beauty of Moorea becomes a part of your travel memories that will last forever. Birthplace of gods, mythic launch site for heroic navigators, spiritual heart of Polynesia. Raiatea is a magical island of legend and lore. Second largest of the Society Islands, Raiatea has a smaller sister island lying just across the lagoon. Taha'a has its own special place in Tahitian history, and together, these two islands provide a captivating travel experience. Most visitors to Raiatea arrive at its main village of Uturoa. It's from this harbor that ferries journey to Bora Bora and Tahiti, and vessels crisscross the lagoon to Taha'a. Uturoa reflects the small-town atmosphere found everywhere on Raiatea, with Chinese shops lining a road that leads to the colorful central market. Travel south to Fa'aroa Bay, which slices deeply into Raiatea's eastern coast. According to tradition, this is the place from which skilled navigators set sail to colonize Hawaii and New Zealand. Raiatea emits an almost magnetic appeal for navigators. Captain James Cook anchored in the protected water of Raiatea's lagoon more often than at any other Society island. Lovely bays such as Fatemu and Tetuaroa indent the coastline. But few passes through the barrier reef exist, so mariners must proceed with caution if they want to explore the beauty. Continue south from Fa'aroa Bay to discover the ancient religious, cultural, and political center of the Society Islands. Marae Taputapuatea is remarkably well preserved, and its impressive ahu once bore the likeness of fertility god Oro. Taputapuatea lies opposite the Te Awamoa Pass into the lagoon, and fires lit at the marae may have served as navigational beacons for Polynesian navigators.
That's great.
I was muted. This was once the site of fire-walking ceremonies and human sacrifice. And even today, it's believed that this is a center of psychic power. While Raiatea has intriguing history and Polynesian charm, what it doesn't have
That'll teach
is
me
an
to
array of
multitask,
inviting beaches.
to attempt to multitask
Its
while
natural
streaming.
beauty derives instead from towering mountains and the sparkling lagoon. This beauty can be enjoyed from horseback or the seat of a bicycle. Power pedal the island's 60-mile circumference in a few hours, or stop to snap photos and smell the plumeria and make a day of it. Tours by four-wheel drive allow access to more remote corners of the island, including the Oropiro Lookout.
You don't need to know what I was saying. Trust me.
The lush habitat nurtured by the mountainous terrain is ideal for an extravagance of botanic diversity, as displayed at the Botanical Garden.
I was just talking about relational database design.
A lack of sandy beaches doesn't mean you'll go without watery fun. Hop onto a ferry or into an outrigger and head over to Taha'a, which has a string of motus lying offshore. They are the ideal place from which to explore the undersea sights. Afterward, a beach barbecue is just the thing to replenish your energy. If Raiatea can be described as laid back, then Taha'a is positively sleepy. This was the legendary birthplace of Raiatea's first king, Hero, who built a canoe of heroic proportions and sailed it to Rarotonga. Today, Taha'a is dotted with small family homesteads, many of which are involved in the cultivation of vanilla. The labor-intensive work includes hand pollination, but the flavor is favored by millions upon millions of taste-conscious people the world around. Taha'a's other cash crop is black pearls, and a visit to an offshore farm reveals the process that creates these
I thought their cash
lustrous
crop
gems.
was musket balls for a second.
Easily portable and non-breakable, they make a perfect keepsake of the South Seas. Taha'a and Raiatea are ideally situated within the Society Islands to offer up marvelous views of their neighbors and a neighborly welcome to visitors. If you're looking for a glimpse at the Polynesia of old, if uncrowded exploring and scenic beauty are on your sightseeing agenda, and if a quietly captivating vacation is your idea of bliss, then schedule a getaway to charming Raiatea and her sister island of Taha'a. Are you ready for a remote coral atoll paradise whose lagoon is larger than the island of Tahiti and its charm reflects a bygone era, then consider a getaway to Rangiroa, largest atoll in the Tuamotu archipelago. You'll discover a relaxing spot where every view is picture perfect. A far-flung stretch of coral atolls, Tuamotu is the largest such archipelago on Earth. To put the word largest in perspective, the Tuamotus combined have just over 720 square miles of land. But it's water, not land, that defines atolls. And Rangiroa's lagoon is so expansive, it's too big to see across. Ringing this turquoise treasure are tiny coral outcroppings, some large enough for a village, and some just small enough to break the surface of the sea. Rangiroa has 2 passes that allow access from open ocean
like
into
Bikini
the
Atoll.
lagoon.
I think. Or what is an atoll? Like a coral island?
Facing each pass is a village.
Or just
Avitoto
like a
and Tuputa.
shallow sandbank kind of thing? I forget. Yeah, an atoll is a ring-shaped coral reef island or series of islets. You can say atoll or you can say atoll, I think.
All of this geographic orientation sets the scene for one thing: tropical splendor. The 2 passes through Rangiroa's outer reef ensure a rejuvenating flow of cleansing currents, so marine life flourishes in water that is clear, warm, and nutrient-rich. Diving and snorkeling are the best way to appreciate the special beauty of Rangiroa. But make sure to pick a spot that matches your skill. The strong currents that rush through the passes make those spots suitable for advanced divers only. Other motus have conditions ideal for snorkeling and less experienced divers. If you want to peer beneath the waves and get a look at underwater inhabitants while staying dry, then consider a glass-bottom boat or the unique Aqua Sub.
I want to ride on the Aqua Sub to the wreck of the Titanic. It looks like a fun time.
It's thought that these atolls were originally inhabited by refugees from Tahiti and the Marquesas. A dissenting voice in the scholarly debate about early inhabitants came from Tor Heyerdahl. He believed colonists may have arrived from South America. And in 1947, he set sail to test his theory. He spent 101 days aboard Kon-Tiki before running aground on Rawai'i, just south of Rangiroa. With fresh water in short and undependable supply, survival has always depended on seafood, along with coconuts. With the introduction of cultured pearls into the local economy, islanders have new prosperity to enhance the simple pleasures of life on a South Seas isle. You'll find the local people happy to share the spirit of Rangiroa with you. And because there's very little infrastructure, you'll get to know the island's inhabitants as you hitch rides and wait for ferries. Because the Tuamotus present such a treacherous course for mariners, they were spared much contact with Europeans during centuries of exploration. Those brave enough, or foolhardy enough, to attempt passage through the labyrinth of Tuamotu quickly dubbed this the dangerous archipelago. While the dangers of the reef persist, the welcome of the people makes getting here well worth the effort.
Okay, this is our final stop on our 12-port tour of Polynesia.
The world's romantic vision of the South Seas has, in large part, been created by Tahiti. When you visit this exotic island, you'll understand why.
Also,
gardens.
Oh, it was
richly
79
ornamented
minutes,
with
not
fragrant
72 minutes.
frangipani and plumeria.
Okay, we're good.
The air is soft and fragrant, stirred gently by soothing trade winds. Traces of the Tahiti painted by Gauguin are in the faces of young Tahitian women. Their beauty and the beauty of the island itself form a memorable background for this magical island paradise. With easygoing people and breathtaking scenery, Tahiti is unlike any other place on Earth. When you're ready to sightsee, you'll quickly find that you can do it in climatic comfort, as Tahiti's air temperature and water temperature average out to a comfortable 79 degrees. A good place to begin is Papeete, a city made for strolling. When you tire, catch Le Truck, a user-friendly vehicle that's long on whimsy and short on comfort, but is guaranteed to get you where you're going. Tahiti's lively waterfront is a panorama of freighters and poker boats that serve
Gotta have your
the outer
VHS
island.
tape.
Nearby,
Part
Le
of a
Marché,
part of a balanced
Papeete's
breakfast.
two-tier central market covers an entire city
Tahiti
block.
is very good.
It's the place to find wonderful woven hats, bags, and purses.
Every time I get a
plus
falafel
shells
sandwich
and
or a
parées.
gyro or something, and
Those
they're like,
colorful cloth
"Do you want
rectangles
tahini?"
that
I'm
can be
like,
a wraparound
"Yeah."
cover-up for Tahitian beach-going
What do you mean,
and
do
a
I want
tablecloth
tahini?
back home. Fish, fruits, vegetables, and flowers attract locals on their daily rounds. Outside the market, Papeete's meandering streets are a treasure trove of small shops and stores, including those that sell the famous Tahitian black pearls.
It's interesting
In the
seeing
center
like
of town,
Japanese signage
Notre
and
Dame
stuff,
Cathedral's
'cause I
red
guess
tile spire beckons worshippers and
a
sightseers.
lot of Polynesia, and not just Hawaii, is popular with Japanese tourists.
The beauty and spirit of Tahiti have inspired explorers and artists for centuries. Most famous of the expatriates who fell under the spell of the island is Paul Gauguin. The Gauguin Museum houses memorabilia from his life, as well as facsimile sketches. Unfortunately, not a single original Gauguin work exists in Tahiti today. Literary inspiration is the attraction at the James Norman Hall home. It is filled with the personality of the famed Mutiny on the Bounty author. Hall's writing desk and typewriter, more than 3,000 books, and nostalgic photos of his Tahitian wife and children decorate this charming home. The Museum of Tahiti and her Islands provides an excellent introduction to Polynesian culture. Filled with paintings, sculptures, historical and geographical exhibits, the museum is a celebration of what makes Tahiti so uniquely special. Another cultural attraction, Marae Arahurahu, is considered a place of legend and mystery. Its history says the temple holds the ashes of a cremated warrior. See if you can spot his ghost, who is said to live there today. Search for the spirit of James Cook at Venus Point. It is so named because it's the vantage point from which Captain Cook came to observe the transit of planet Venus. Today, visitors can explore the historic lighthouse and enjoy a picnic on a shady beach. For an inadvertent shower, you can visit nearby Arahoho Blowhole. At this roadside attraction, crashing waves force water into a lava tunnel, which then erupts on the surface in a geyser-like fountain of seawater. One of the best perspectives of Tahiti is from Ta'ara'a Hill, where the views over Matavai Bay stretch to Papeete, with Morea in the distance. Further along the Circle Island Road, the town of Arue is significant as the burial place of Tahiti's last king, Pomare V. His royal tomb is built of solid coral taken from Tahitian waters and crowned with a Grecian-style urn. Showcasing Tahiti's natural beauty, the Mara'a Fern Grotto consists of 3 yawning holes in a steep cliff filled with shallow lagoons overflowing with lush vegetation that thrives in the cool interiors. Tahiti's lush interior remains relatively unexplored. To discover its mysteries, you can take a four-wheel
the
drive
subtle
towards
ghostly
Mount
figure
Morale,
in the tub.
where a lookout point offers magnificent views of the valleys below. One of the defining features of the Polynesian culture is dance. The pulsing rhythms and brightly colored costumes are more than entertainment. They are a means to preserve history and traditions, and just may captivate you.
I wanted to
in
talk
the
about
same
what
way
we
they
watch
have kept
next.
travelers spellbound.
But the dance is the cool part of this. And we're done with the dance. I really do
When
want to watch those
exploring
other
Tahiti,
Polynesia tapes
you'll
now.
experience a warm connection with
in the next
nature.
stream.
Silvery waterfalls cascade into shimmering pools. Streaks of light and shade crisscross paths beneath cathedrals of fern trees. Dazzling blue waters fringe black sand beaches. Mysterious grottos and archaeological sites encourage discovery. This is Tahiti, unique in all the world.
Hey, we did it. So, next up, we can watch more Noozles, Blinky and Pinky's Excellent Adventure. If you're in the mood for cartoons and you were thirsting for more Noozles after we watched the original, the start of the series. We can also, if we're feeling like we need to get the energy up or something, we can do like the best of America's Funniest Home Videos and just laugh at people falling down. I don't know. What are we feeling? What are we feeling today? Oh, okay. Dog bites mop. Yeah, I do love all the little descriptions there that they give you. Well, excellent. That was good. That was good. All right. Well, that decides it then. Yeah. Rodeo cowboy stays on falling horse. Tiger pulls down boy's pants. Dog bites mop. Fat golfer rolls downhill. Oh no. All right. Well. Ooh, the pickle eating baby. Pasadena Jones. Oh man, America's Funniest Film Festival. Outrageous amateur filmmakers bring you the best of the worst. All right, let's check it out. I'll go get it up the. And it is not rewound, so let's fix that. Yeah, Bob Saget was a champ, man. I remember when I first discovered his like stand-up comedy. He had a very blue, very raunchy act, which was always a surprise when people first discover that after knowing him as the funniest home videos and Full House guy. Okay, well that's rewinding. Let's get Tahiti back in the box. Have we? Let's see. We've watched 2 tapes today. 2 whole tapes. Kidsongs, Home on the Range, and Hawaii and Tahiti. Thank you for sticking around for that chill adventure to Polynesia. We'll get this rewound. In the meantime, what do we got? What are all these clips? I really need to go through these. Oh my god. Let's see. Let's just get some greatest hits in here.
All right, it looks like I'll
And by greatest hits, I mean unfiltered, just subset of captured videos that I have not gone through yet.
Here we go.
We got a logo. We got another logo. We got more logos. Oh, Easy Riders. God, it's been so long since we've seen Easy Riders. Who doesn't love Easy Riders? It goes on for so long. I love it. We're gonna wrap this up at 1, and the America's Funniest Home Videos tape that we're gonna watch is 35 minutes. This is from the cat one. Cat, kitty, cat, kit, cat. Cat TV. Cutest cat capers on Cat TV. This was broadcast 71. Yeah, there's that. There's also the Sphinx. That is the Sphinx. You get the idea. This was a great tape. Really was.
Get the heck out of here! Surprise!
Why does he just shoot the washing machine? Wait, what is it? Why did I record this? Oh my god, that's very good.
Where there is something special in the air.
Oh man, the promo. I forgot about the Jeep thing.
I'd like to give a special thanks to Rose Porter for all of her help and support, as well as her camera work.
Oh, the Porter
and to
family.
John Porter, tape operations, and many hours of assistance in our day-to-day work. I'm wildlife photographer Bill Porter, and I'll take you there. And my Jeep takes me there. Promotional consideration to the American Airlines.
Cool intros. Interpol warning and another intro. We got so many cool intros, man. I really got to do something with those. We got static. If you're just joining us, I'm going through random clips that I've recorded. We didn't get that one.
Landscape. Look forward to having you along for the drive when next we take to the back roads of Europe.
Cursed Netherlands. Yeah, we gotta get this one in the rotation. Who wouldn't love hearing this one? Oh yeah, the Terminator Deer Hunter. These are great. See, we might watch a whole tape, and it's not that good, but we get one little stupid clip out of it. To me, that's worth it. More logos. Okay. Oh yeah, there was this. There are all of these that did not. They got removed from the VOD, so I should just delete those. Oh, that's right. I recorded the Monty Machines theme because we never made that a song. Oh man, the Street Sweeper song, right? Yeah.
There's leaves and trash and paper and cash, they left it all in the gutter. So along comes Dusty a-singing this song with a chuckle, a snort, and a mutter. Oh, doodly 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 doo, I'm keeping the streets so clean. I'm scrubbing and scraping, I'm pavement landscaping, I'm buffing this place to a sheen. Now just to remember, January to December, I'm Dusty the street sweeping gal. My brushes are metal, I'm in fine fettle with Mac, my big city pal. Oh, doodly 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 doo, I'm keeping the streets so clean. I'm scrubbing and scraping, I'm pavement landscaping, I'm buffing this place to a sheen.
It needs to be. It absolutely needs to be. This is my backlog of stuff I need to like do something with.
And on the seat back, and using the other hand to move the seat to the desired position.
And I absolutely need to.
Or without the key in the ignition.
To the rotation.
It's become very popular these days to make your own compact discs, either with special stereo equipment or with a computer and CD-ROM writer.
Oh, it's that song too. Yeah. We know that one. Yeah, I have found it. Is this what a motto.
Father, you've been sad for long enough.
I shall grieve for as long as my heart tells me, Benjamin. I'm tired. I'm ready to die, I think. Oh, where are you going?
Where is Nut? I have to have Nut somewhere. I definitely recorded Nut. Oh, this was a good song, huh? There's so many of these. Vandercloat. Aw. Thank you, Bella. Okay, and then we have some Peter Gabriel songs. Oh yeah, this
I
one.
don't want to wear puce pants.
Thank you for the 500 bits, Bella.
Capitalist ties.
I will honor that if anyone...
Strangling my woodlander neck with your fascist lies.
If anyone does the other half, you can have a song.
Uniforms of polyester make my tender armpits fester.
Plesket.
So, Canadian Anti-Capitalist Guitar Child was from a mystery tape that had a bunch of Canadian stuff. The shooting guy, the guy shooting at the fox, was from Sly the Orphan Fox. Oh, that's the end of the stuff I added to this list. Okay, let's move on. Let's move on. Oh, that's right. It was after the Joseph tape. Joseph. So Joseph was broadcast 76. That's when we had Anti-Capitalist Guitar Child. Sly the Orphan Fox was broadcast 72. Which, yeah, broadcast 72. And then the Papa Beaver Storytime was 73. Anyway, all that being said, thank you for sticking with me through that. I have a lot of files that I forget that I have that I need to make into alerts or clips or something, and I figured it would be fun to bring you along for the journey while we waited for America's Funniest Home Videos to rewind, which it has done successfully. So let's get into Bob Saget's wacky world of fun clips sent in by the American public here on Golden VCR. It's CBS Fox Home Video. I do think I have a recording of this already, but just in case, why not? I remember watching this show as a kid. I don't actually remember the theme song. We'll see if it's in there. Ooh, ABC. All right. Bear with me here. Got to get these. It's critically important. This is peak, like, spinning 3D logos.
Hi there, and welcome to America's Funniest Home Videos. I'm Bob Saget, and you obviously rented or purchased this tape because you just can't get enough of our show. Or you actually rented Driving Miss Daisy and the video store messed up. Anyway, nobody's here but you and me, so let's run our opening title sequence. What do you say? You better not fast forward through this either, because hundreds of people worked round the clock.
All right. Let me get his little preamble too.
But you and me, so let's run our opening title sequence. What do you say? You better not fast forward through this either, because hundreds of people worked round the clock to make these titles look just like this. You'll see them in a second, and you'll see me in a second. I'm going through this door, and when I'm on the other side, comedy will ensue.
From coast to coast to make you smile. A real life look at each of you to capture all that style. You're the red, white, and blue. The fun and things you do. America.
Oh, I do remember. I remember this so vividly. Oh my God, the shot of the woman throwing the bouquet.
From your friends next door. Then you might be a star tonight. So let that camera roll.
Hopefully this survives the VOD. I don't know if it will. But yeah, God, I watched the show as like a 3-year-old, and I have not seen it since.
I told you those opening titles were exciting, and that theme song, oh, I can't get it out of my head. I'll be opening my lounge act with it one day. America, America, this is you. Just makes me want to go out and get singing lessons. Oh, man, it just feels good to relax and get out of my show clothes, you know? Sorry. It sure is apropos that I'm doing the home video of home videos from home. Just so you know, this is not my real home. So why the heck am I paying the mortgage on this place? Well, look at it this way. In 30 years, it won't be mine. Obviously, this tape you're watching is different than the America's Funniest Home Videos you've come to know and love. For one, no commercials. Although I will be selling copies of this beautiful designer sweater if you order now. Oh, golly, no, I'm kidding. I could never knit more than 2 a week. Whoa, 2 jokes in a row. Also, if you want, you can put me on pause and get my face to look like this. All right, I'm not just here to babble incessantly and make stupid faces, although those are my functions. This home video is a release of some of our best and favorite clips from our first season. Now, that's a sporting thing for me to say, and ironically, our first set of clips covers the subject of sports. And here's the pitch. It's a high fly ball to center field. Going back for it.
It's really
Some guy.
nonstop.
He's got it.
The laugh traps. The laugh track, the zany sound effects, the Bob Saget commentary. Oh, they got cuts to the crowd. This is great.
Put your arms straight out. Like this?
The show was so well done.
Exactly. Let me check your harness there. I've never parasailed before. Oh, it's simple. The boat has a line, and when the boat pulls that line, it opens your parasail, and you're lifted gracefully into the air. Now, don't forget to keep your arms straight out. Roger, arms out, ready for takeoff. Oh,
she fell down.
Hockey fans call Wayne Gretzky the great one. They call this guy the short one. That's right, that was a goal. He dreams of one day making it to the pros, but for now, he'd be content just to be able to stand up and all that equipment.
The kid looks like a video game character ragdolling.
Now here's a man who's too cheap to buy water skis, so he's skiing on his feet. Now watch while he tries to gather his aplomb and his pants at the same time.
I love these crowd shots so much.
Finally, some golfers made it to the green and they're ready to putt out. Yeah. Oh, it can be very lonely out on the course. Quiet. It's time to gently tap it in.
Closer.
Boy, those groundhogs are getting bigger all the time. This golfer has a large handicap, and most of it's in his shirt.
That was Fat Golfer Rolls Downhill.
Okay, these fellas know how to have a good time. By gang tackling this little guy. But here is a play that is destined for the history books.
Yeah. See, today, people just go on YouTube or TikTok and watch just a constant algorithmic feed of people falling down.
Are you having trouble with your VCR? Of course you're not. It's just me doing my incredible.
I love this VCR humor.
Bit, and boy, it all
but back in the day, we had Bob Saget adding humorous commentary.
Funny or amazing. Well, here's one that's
and
so
we had
amazing,
a live audience.
It's not funny. And if you're on a horse while you're watching this, you might want to get off.
Ooh.
Let's check that in slow-mo.
These are less funny because a horse can easily kill you.
At the rodeo if you actually sew your pants to the saddle.
Like if the angle had been a little different, that man would be dead. Yeah, the horse's neck looked very uncomfortable.
East on I-90, 80, and parts of 10. Come on, boy, fetch! I gotta get a dog. And while I'm at it, I'd better get a professional sports person to explain these unprofessional sports to me. And you. Daddy, can I have another turn on the airbag? Tell you what, son, I'll flip you for it. Hey, Brian, I forgot to tell you, the bridge is out. What was that? The bridge is what? Ah, You've heard of one-on-one? Well, this is one. Go, hoophead. Here's the brother Mary Poppins doesn't talk about. Sidney Poppins. Just learned to walk and now this.
Child falling down.
Now, what are they laughing at? I'd like to see them try it.
I thought maybe like my memory was clouded by
Here's one of America's favorite pastimes.
by
Looks like he's got it.
a stereotypical remembering of what this was.
Now
not necessarily nostalgia, but just like sometimes things surprise you in that they're like more nuanced than you remember them. Your memory just kind of boils things down. And so my brain boils down America's Funniest Home Videos to footage of people falling down.
And burst through the paper.
And I was a little worried that that would be my expectation, and it would be like, oh my God, it was actually so much more than that.
Big deal.
And I feel that way about the production. Like I'm appreciating all of the music and sound effects and commentary and stuff.
Through the paper.
But as far as the actual content, yes, it is just people falling down.
The next player hears the roar of the crowd. And here he comes now. He gets high fives, low fives, and change for a 5. He rounds the far turn, and he kicks into 5th gear, and that's some tough paper.
Like they really get a lot of mileage out of people falling down.
This is the grandmothers versus the kids. The grandmothers are in the blue, and I think they're a tad overconfident.
Oh no. I don't like elderly people falling either.
See the cheerleaders, see the team.
Elderly people falling is concerning in the same way that like people falling off of a horse is concerning. But that's just good, clean fun.
Everybody's saying that there's an important scout in the crowd. They really are. They say he's either from the Lakers or the Globetrotters or the American Glass Company.
Is that a Bob Saget quote, fella?
Let's see that again and feel the pain. Nothing's unusual about a boy playing basketball unless he's joined by his pet tiger. Now, he's not in any danger, but his pants are.
Mom, put the camera down and get the goddamn tiger off of me.
Yeah, that felt good. Wait a minute. I don't want to go that way. I want to go that way. Okay, I think it's time for a little donkey breakdancing. All right, enough showing off. I'm putting my foot down.
Is donkey basketball a thing?
Oh, yeah. Oh, boy.
I have never heard of donkey basketball.
Okay, you made your point. Oh, no. Nice donkey. People have asked me, how the heck do I remember all the lines on our show? Well,
this kitchen is so
it's
good.
actually very easy. You see, remembering lines is just a matter of association and knowing what you're talking about. You're gonna love this next clip. It's about a little kid who just calls things as he sees them. These kids are watching a barbershop quartet. They're not listening, they're just watching. The kid second from the right noticed that one of the barbers got dressed in a hurry.
Say your fly's open and your pants in the back.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
All right. Can you count higher than that?
1.
How precocious.
Ma, the cake was a nice thought, but I wanted chocolate.
I really love the crowd shots for like the late 80s fashion. Just seeing everyone wearing their finest like attire as if they're going to the opera to America's Funniest Home Videos.
Treasures. His grandfather hands down the family dentures. No wonder I've been sticking to the floor. I've got gum on my shoe. I'd better get rid of it. This is an All Points Bulletin. Be on the lookout for an Easter egg thief. Yes, I said an Easter egg thief. Description, female, 3 feet tall.
Pop-up gravestones is actually a pretty good idea.
Stealing bucket.
It would make it a lot easier to mow.
What do you do when someone gives you those charming trick candles that won't go out? First, you hyperventilate. Then you give them your best shot. Some guy just ran in with a tape and he said, "You gotta see this, you gotta see this." Well, we gotta see this because that guy's the producer. You know how it is. It starts as an itch. So you pull up one side. Then you do the other side. Well, then you might as well go ahead and pull the whole thing up and be done with it. Hey, who's gonna know? If there's one thing predictable about kids, it's that they're totally unpredictable. Mrs. Lorraine Pozak of Florida captured this song gone wrong.
Oh, the other reindeer, you're the rabbit cold and lame. But for rolls up through that with your nose so bright. Will you buy my steak tonight? Shine your whip knife.
Oh man, it's isn't it great when like as a child you do something embarrassing that you have no context for understanding why it's embarrassing because you're a child, but then just inexplicably for reasons you don't understand, everyone is constantly talking about this thing you did and laughing, and they never shut up about it.
Are nice and rainy.
Makes you feel great.
The summer days are hot and very like a desert. The end.
What about the days of fall?
The days of fall.
I have just been handed a script that I haven't been able to put down. And that's because our prankstering prop person put paste all over the back of it. Oh, sure they did. Well, pro that I am, I'll make use of this thing by saying you don't need a big fancy sticky script like this one to make your own production video. Just look what these people did with just a camcorder and some imagination. I'm free. Oh no.
This dip is divine. Marshall, what's in this dip? Hi! Tonight I have peanut butter and marshmallow sour cream, but I come in 3 other exciting flavors. Chocolate clam, creamy garlic, and Hungarian surprise. I go extremely well at wedding showers, chamber mixers, bar mitzvahs, and stag parties. Woo! Have me at your next bash and let me amaze your guests.
I love how they're like making fun of 70s dinner party food contemporarily.
In the frozen novelties section of your nearest discount barn.
Diphead's pretty good, yeah. Oh, it's Pasadena Jones. I love Pasadena Jones. So these are clips from amateur filmmakers, if you needed context. This is basically what we were doing before this tape started. So I can get behind it. Yeah, like the filmmaking of this. The cinematography for like a camcorder shot amateur production is great. That's very good.
People who lip sync in your rearview mirror may appear larger than they are.
Ooh, new fridge scheme? I'm all for it. Just send me the videos. So I know the scheme too.
Now I see that the grass is greener. Is it too late for me to find my way home? How could I be so wrong? Leaving me on.
Oh, this is great.
Where does Christopher Cox from Hayward, California buy clothes? You guessed it, at a half-off sale. Oh, look, we're in luck. A lady with a duck.
E-I-E-I-O with a here, there, everywhere. Old MacDonald had a farm. E-I-E-I-O.
Everyone is so well dressed.
Well, I'm speaking to you now from this patio setting for a reason. Patio setting. Sounds like an old Irish singer, doesn't it? Hello, I'm Patio Setting. We have 2 shows tonight. Sorry. So, the patio is where 87% of Americans keep their pets. The other 13% aren't American. You know, I think it'd be much simpler if I just said, let's take a look at some of your favorite animal clips. Let's take a look at some of your favorite animal clips. Shall we? Sitting on Laura Jean Ferentz's lap is a kinkajou, a nocturnal creature native to Mexico and South America. They dislike bright sunlight and prefer shady, out-of-the-way areas. This peach can't figure out why he always has a waxy buildup on his fur.
Oh, little pancake. It's Dog Attacks Mop. Dog Bites Mop. Dog Bites Mop is really good. No wonder everyone loves Dog Bites Mop.
Through the advancement of electronic science, we are able to hear this dog's thoughts.
Pushing a rock, pushing a rock, pushing a rock, turning a rock.
Oh, yeah, that's right. They always dubbed over the dogs.
Pushing a rock, 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 turning around, pushing a rock. I keep forgetting. Are we supposed to hibernate in the spring or the fall? Must be the fall.
When I was about 4 years old, I was bitten by my next-door neighbor, Merwin Kruger's cat. Ever since that time, I've been allergic to cats and avoided hanging out with kids named Merwin. Sorry, Merwin. But even if you're allergic to cats, you're going to enjoy these cat clips. Meow, you miniature mortals. Help! Scream for help. No one will hear you. I am a 50-foot cat, the result of a freak scientific experiment. Ha ha! The man responsible for my condition is on this train, and I vowed revenge. Dr. Sias, this is the moment I've been waiting for. I'll get you now. My paw! You'll pay for that. He doesn't seem to be on this train. Maybe he took the 510. Here is the primary reason why you should never soak your underwear in milk. Look, everyone, it's Puss in Boots.
Did I have a tuna sandwich for lunch?
Let me check.
Hello? Let me in. I forgot my key. I left it on my other car.
I am very cuddly with my dog, and I, kiss her on the head. And occasionally I will let her lick my hands.
Now this family set up the
but people who straight up kiss their pets on the mouth.
Have a clue that their kitty strolled by a candle and lit his tail for a moment.
Really, really gross to me. Oh no. Oh no, the cat's on fire, man.
Look, it's out now, see? Why is it whenever you see something good on TV, before you know it, it gets taken right off? I was just thinking, I wish all of you watching this tape right now could have been at my wedding. We could have used another 50 lucite serving bowls. But weddings aren't just about returning gifts. Nope, they're about love and the sacred event which makes it contractual. Keep your eye on the best man on the right. Better make that the lower right.
Jeez, that was a hard bonk to the head.
Listen carefully to the pastor's instructions and the bride's response.
In the presence of God.
And these witnesses.
And these witnesses.
Take you, Kevin.
Take you, Kevin.
To be my wife.
Here's a fun new tradition. Bouquet football.
Oh, the bouquet shot.
Snap. Have I mentioned that whoever catches the bouquet is the next bride? That's the breaks, kid.
Hey, I have never seen a 12-year-old that looks more like a 60-year-old Italian gangster. It's like, hey, yeah, what are you doing, hey?
And his mouth shows no sign of wedding breath.
Oh, I love being a wedding photographer, and it's more than just the free food. Let me tell you two a little wedding poem to bring a photo-perfect smile to your newly wedded faces. Something old, something new, something borrowed, something wet.
One of these apples is not like the others. I watch too much Sesame Street. Anyway, it's a bug. One of our favorite wedding clips went on to win the weekly $10,000 prize. Actually, it wasn't a wedding clip then, it was just the proposal. You see, the wedding took place on the same day we taped our first season's $100,000 grand finale show, so the young couple missed a free trip to Hollywood and we missed their wedding. Well, actually, I wasn't invited, but I'm glad because I honestly think it's very tacky when people invite you to their weddings when they know you won't be able to make it, just to get a gift. Huh, the nerve of some people. Anyway, here's that wedding proposal that brought tears to our producer's eyes. There's nothing in here. Bonnie doesn't know that it's Jeff inside that monkey suit. Oh, he's such a kidder. Big-hearted, banana-loving Jeff wants to make sure that this is a Halloween Bonnie will never forget. Well, the trick is he's son of Kong. The treat is there's an engagement ring inside that pumpkin.
Bonnie Louise Hawkins, will you marry me?
Oh, that's a great proposal. I mean, weird, but they both seem into
Cooking
it.
Clips. No, that's not when your hairdresser Raoul has left your curlers in the heating unit too long. When I think of cooking clips, I'm reminded of this informative set of videos. Will you stop that?
First, apply the chocolate to the whole face. Hey, you missed a spot. Next, add just a splash of milk. Remember, just a splash.
Children spilling food is, I think, a close second behind people falling down.
Encore. A few scoops of ice cream. Finally, mix thoroughly until exhausted. Oh, now, this recipe serves 48 hungry people, and here they are celebrating the birthday of a blindfolded
God, this
man.
looks
Not
just
him.
like
The blindfolded man is named Jim
my mom's
Kiss.
family reunions.
Now remember the name Jim Kiss because it is important to my joke. And here is my joke.
The folding tables and chairs.
Get it in the kisser.
Oh my God.
matter how old I get, nothing tastes as good as a big bowl of strained beets. Boy, they're even better after you eat them. My mom used to spend hours in the kitchen trying to pry the caps off those little jars, but not every kid has a fond memory of those early foods. Oh, man. More beets, please.
Here's a new taste treat, grapefruit. I guess grapefruit is an acquired taste. Now, why would those guys eat grapefruit when they could have something normal? Like this giant kosher garlic
It's
pickle.
the pickle-eating baby.
There is a limit to the amount of strange.
Not as good as Dog Bites Mob.
A certain kind of applesauce at a certain time of day can turn an unsuspecting toddler into W.C. Fields. Ugh, lamb chops again?
These clips all seem the same.
Here's a toddler tidbit. When you eat ice cream, always wear your mittens.
That baby is either 1 or 70. And I can't tell which.
You never know what you'll see next on this tape. In fact, I don't know what we're going to see next, so let's just both sit back and be surprised.
Narcoleptic babies. The peak of comedy.
The montage you're about to see is a mixture of home videos and music. Well, really, it's a mixture of home videos, music, and water, and kids, and sports fanatics, and soap suds, and all kinds of water things.
I'm curious. I made a poll. Some of you, some of you probably have never seen this. And some of you, most of you, I guess, are old enough to remember it. It was a sensation. I'm sorry, Haley. I wanted blackberry jam. The 4-fruit spread is different. I bought it, and it's a very different consistency than ones I've bought before. So I think they changed it. And so it's not as good for like a peanut butter and jelly. So that's why I got the blackberry jam. I think there was a raspberry jam in there that's like old and almost empty. You can throw that out. Do we have duplicate jams?
I've got to tell you, you're the best viewer or viewers we could have asked for. I'm not just kissing up. But I must say, I'm a little bit hurt by you. Yeah, you know who you are.
Okay.
That one guy who always fast
Well, I go
forwards
through
me
jam.
to get to the videos quicker. But I forgive you, Dad. Well, usually we run out of time, but in this instance, we're running out of tape. Trust me, there's only a few feet left. So I was told to leave you with one more video, and I will. I don't know where I'll see you next. On the show, on a tape, or in front of your home. But I have to say, take care of yourselves and keep those cameras safely rolling. Now here comes that lost clip that some of you might call your favorite pick.
cameraman did nothing. Everyone is so happy to be in that audience. Ah, this was great. What a trip down memory lane. Like I said, I don't know if this will get copyright claimed.
Stories from the friends next door, they never told. You might be a star tonight, so let that candle.
Yeah, I had forgotten the theme song. I'm glad we got it too.
Things you do, America, America, this is you. You're the red, white, and blue. All the funny things you do, America, America, this is you.
Oh, excuse me. This has been a real treasure trove of cool graphics too. And a CODA FBI warning, a little ending treat for us. All right. So, rodeo cowboy stays on falling horse. Tiger pulls down boy's pants. Dog bites mop. I think Dog Bites Mop was one of my favorites. Possibly the best. Easter egg thief, monkey suit marriage proposal was very, very heartwarming. Fat golfer rolls downhill is what it says on the tin. Also, Diphead. Yeah, Diphead. I'm gonna go back to Diphead. I'm rewinding this to go grab that clip. But that's what I'm going to be doing. What you're going to be doing, if you feel like it, is, I don't know, enjoying the rest of your day. And watching someone play Metroid if you feel like doing that. So let's raid Stephen George. Diphead? Is there a better raid message than Diphead? I don't know if there is. No Diphead. Diphead. Thank you for joining us today. We have performed our contractually obligated Kidsongs duty. We zoned out in Hawaii and Tahiti, and we took a little trip down memory lane with America's Funniest Home Videos. Hope you've enjoyed all that. I certainly have. It's been great to have you here. I will see you back here almost certainly on Saturday at 10 a.m. And until then, hope you enjoy your week. Are we at Diphead yet? Are we at Diphead? No, I gotta go back further. All right, well, while I'm doing that, goodbye, and I'll see you later. Have fun. Let's raid.